I think I've read somewhere that most people go through life where they have been violated. And I'd have to say I've dealt with several situations, unfortunately. When I was in middle school, a classmate of mine, Brian, who played the trombone, was playing footsie with me. I didn't think too much of it. I usually play footsie where I tried to bruise my opponent. I think, although otherwise, I think Brian got the wrong idea, maybe. And he purposely sat across from me where, the tables faced each other in my math class. And at the time, I was wearing a modest long dress, and he used his foot in his sneaker to travel slowly up my leg, which I flipped out. I felt violated. I kicked him in the balls and I told him, "Stop it." It was the last class of the day, and I quickly left the classroom. He followed me down the stairs and grabbed my arm. "I know you like that." No, it felt wrong. That's what I told him, and at that moment, he tried to touch me, and I kicked him in the shin. He never bothered me again, and I really felt uneasy about boys in general. It felt like all men kind of just wanted sex or, a girl's body. And in high school, I went to Fiorello LaGuardia of Performing Arts and Music, and it was located uptown in New York City. And you'd have to take the 1 train past Times Square and get off at Lincoln Center. And usually around 8:30 a.m., which is when I had to switch trains in the morning to the 1 train, it is usually very, very packed. I'd see all my friends on the platform, and when we saw an empty car, we know not to get on that car and to another one because it was most likely with a bum with stench that would, that smell would take up the whole car. And trust me, that smell is so horrible that you'd feel yourself about to puke and that there would be no air. That's how it felt like. And which actually brings the point that I remember one of my friends would actually carry a portable Lysol so she can spray down the whole car and also the homeless guy, and everyone would get into the train. Anyway, one rush hour morning on the 1 train, I was separated with my friends, and like usual, it was very, very packed, and it felt like we were packed like sardines. You literally did not need to hold on to the pole. You can stand there hands-free and you will not be able to budge or worry about the train abruptly stopping and, you wouldn't crash into anyone. It was that packed. And I felt someone touch me in the butt. I had on jeans, so it wasn't like I had a mini skirt. I turned around to see this creepy guy and he smiled at me and he asked if I liked it. And I punched him in the face really, really hard and I ran off the train because that was when my stop. And I know another similar situation has happened recently where I sat next to a guy and he put a bag next to me on the train and he touched my butt under his bag that was placed next to me. I knew there was something strange when he put that fucking bag next to me. And at first I thought he accidentally brushed his hand, but then it happened again. Like he was testing the waters. I stood up and I was like, "You fucking pervert, molesting a 16-year-old? Everyone, this guy touches little kids." I shouted that really, really loud in the train car and everybody was looking at us. And I looked at him, took his picture with my cell phone, and he looked shocked. And I was like, "Oh, what's the matter? You thought I was a quiet Asian girl that didn't know English? You messed with the wrong girl today." He ran, he bolted. And plus, that very same day, I remember I wasn't in a good mood because I was pissed off at something. I know something pissed me off. Anyway, I really think these situations could also be the fact that I was an Asian girl. And usually Asian girls are stereotyped as being, not able to speak English, submissive, quiet. Well, wrong girl to mess with. And you guys know I'm not quiet and I'm really, really loud and I speak my mind. I don't know if you guys ever encountered what I have. And those who might encounter it in the future, speak up. Do not keep quiet. Stop it if you don't feel comfortable. Flip a table. And if you'd like to tell me something, about your situation that happened, you can comment below. And if you don't, I can understand why. But don't be ashamed for what someone else's disgusting actions towards you, because they are the scums of earth.